Hello, you're watching VNA News and now headlines.
Delegates discuss personnel work for the 12-party Central Committee. Snow causes huge damage to agricultural production in Sơn La. January Consumer Price Index stays flat compared to last month.
On January 25th, the fifth working day of the 12th National Party Congress, delegates continue deliberating personnel work for the 12-party Central Committee. More in the following report.
At the morning session, the delegates worked in groups to discuss the list of nominees recommended by the 11th Party Central Committee. During the plenary session in the afternoon, the Congress Presidium reported on the elections, the list of candidates and supplementary nominees, and those who asked to withdraw from the list of supplementary nominees. The list was then approved by the Congress. The official list comprises those nominated by the 11th Party Central Committee and the list of candidates named by delegates attending the 12th National Party Congress and those who nominated themselves. The surplus nominees on the official list must not exceed 30%. Earlier, the Congress agreed that the 12th Party Central Committee will have 200 members, including 180 officials and 20 alternate members. By late January 24th, there were over 90 supplementary nominees for the 12th Party Central Committee, of whom 62 were nominated to official members.
The Communist Party of Vietnam has consistently pursued the policy of protecting national interests since its foundation in 1930 and led the people to obtain great achievements. Foreign scholars shared this comment in interviews granted to our correspondents amid the ongoing 12th National Party Congress.
Talking to Vietnam News Agency correspondents in Moscow, Professor Vladimir Kolotov from the St. Petersburg University of Russia said the political report delivered at the 12th Congress has made a full assessment of the domestic and international institutions and outlines a program of action to safeguard national interests.
Since its foundation in 1930, the Communist Party of Vietnam has consistently pursued the policy of protecting national interests. In my opinion, that is the only and correct path. I believe the Communist Party of Vietnam will continue to follow closely the policy President Ho Chi Minh already set out, which is the guideline for Vietnam's development.
Professor Kolotov also underlines the impressive economic achievements Vietnam has gained during the past 30 years of renewal. He noted that the country has joined the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, and normalized relations with the US and China, both of which are now leading trade partners of Vietnam. This shows a certain balance in Vietnam's economic relations, and the country is not dependent on any single country or single bloc, he said, adding that this is a balanced policy to protect the country's national interest, which is a correct policy pursued by many other countries. Meanwhile, Mr. Mamdouh Bahashi, an official of the Egyptian Socialist Party, stressed that Vietnam's politics, with the Communist Party of Vietnam being the only ruling party, is a special model of success.
And the Vietnamese model is a very special model because the success of this model means a lot, not only for the Vietnamese people, but for the entire world, especially the global south. So I think that the leading role of the Vietnamese Communist Party is important for the entire world.
Regarding relations between Vietnam and Middle Eastern and African countries, including Egypt, Mr. Bahashi said that regional countries should further strengthen links with Vietnam, especially in economic and trade cooperation.
prolonged snowfall has not only negatively impacted local residents' activities, but also caused huge damage to agricultural production in Mộc district in the northern mountainous province of Sơn La. Our reporters will bring more details.
Severe frost has caused damaging consequences to agricultural production, and in Mộc district, a large area of chayote and fruit trees like peach, orange and passion fruit were blanketed by a thick layer of frost.
We are afraid that the thick snow will damage or even kill our plants.
The entire 13 hectares of vegetables of 38 households in Dongsang commune are enveloped by snow. It is a huge worry that almost the entire crop could be lost because only 5,000 square meters of vegetables grown under nets are safe. The financial loss is estimated to amount to billions of Vietnam dong.
The vegetables here are still very small and young, so they will be damaged soon. We are rushing to harvest them to minimize losses.
Sơn La is not the only locality suffering from the prolonged cold spell. Many other northern provinces such as Lào Cai, Cao Bằng and Yên Bái have been experiencing the bitter cold. Snow has also been seen in Ba Vì district, about 50 kilometers from Hanoi, which is a very rare phenomenon. Elderly people said this is the biggest snowfall they have seen in many years. The freezing temperature has also forced a lot of schools to close, forcing thousands of students to stay at home. Authorities has urged locals to take several measures to cope with the cold snap, which is forecast to last until January 27th.
The Consumer Price Index remained unchanged in January compared to the previous month. The General Statistics Office said the number inched up 0.8% from a year ago.
9 of the 11 categories of goods and services saw their prices increase month on month, including education, beverages and cigarette, and apparel, hats and footwear. Prices of the remaining 2 categories, transport and post and telecommunications, declined. The General Statistics Office said the yearly rise in January CPI was attributable to a food price hike. It was caused by Vietnam's rice export contract with Indonesia, inked in late 2015, and Indonesia and the Philippines' plans to buy more rice this year. Rising consumption demand on the threshold of the Lunar New Year festival in early February boosted prices of fresh food, apparel and footwear. It also pointed to the scheduled tuition fee increase in some provinces, higher house rent and repair expensive, and slight price augmentation in water and electricity services. In January, domestic gold prices fell in line with global prices, which were under pressure due to the U.S. Federal Reserve's decision to raise interest rates in December.
Low-cost carrier Vietjet Air will launch a new service between Hanoi and Taipei, Taiwan, starting from February the 1st.
The flight on the route will take 2 hours and 40 minutes and will operate every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. The flight will depart from Hanoi at 3:10 p.m. and leaves Taipei at 7:50 p.m. local time. Vietjet Air currently offers daily service between Ho Chi Minh City and Taipei. The carrier now operates nearly 200 flights a day on 44 domestic and international routes, including to Singapore, the Republic of Korea, China, Thailand, and Myanmar.
Vietnam has attended the 9th International Line Dance Competition in Singapore. Our correspondents in the country bring you more details. The competition featured highly skilled performances by 13 teams from Asian countries and wild audiences, judged by the rapturous applauses of not just domestic, but the many foreign visitors who attended as well. The contest took place from January 23rd to 24th in the Chinatown district of Singapore and was part of festivities held annually in the island country on the threshold of the Lunar New Year.
The contest provided us with a good chance to learn from the experience of other lion dancing teams so that we can be more confident in world-scale competitions in the future.
The first prize went to China, while teams from Taiwan and Singapore secured the second and third places, respectively. The Vietnamese team came in at 5th position. A farmer in the northwestern province of Điện Biên accidentally unearthed an age-old bronze drum while plowing his fields. The finding came when Lò Văn Viet's pickaxe hit a metal block, causing a resounding noise. He brought the object home and handed it over to local authorities the next day. The block turned out to be Hager Type 3 bronze drum in accordance with the 1902 typology of Austrian scholar Franz Hager. It is the first time this drum type has been discovered in Điện Biên. It is 20 kilograms in weight and 50 centimeters in length. The drum head is round, while the bottom is oval. Our museum had previously discovered more than 40 drums, but this one is far different, with a round drum head and oval bottom. We're considering whether its shape is original or deformed. The drum was placed in Provincial Museum for further research. The Lunar New Year holiday is a busy season for flower farmers across Vietnam. In the center city of Da Nang, flower farms are bustling with activity, readying themselves for the liveliest trading of the year.
At the Vân Dương Decorative Plants Cooperative in Hoa Liên Commune, nearly 20 farmers are hard at work preparing their flowers for a busy holiday season. In the run-up to Tết holidays, the co-op plants over 30,000 buckets of flowers. Of the many varieties they grow, most are traditional favorite picks, like daisies, lilies, marigolds, and coxcombs.
This year, the co-op is planting a lot of different flower varieties. I myself am planting more gladioli.
This year, we are making some additions to our usual flower collection, such as jasmines and grapefruit flowers. Thanks to good weather conditions, people are also planting chrysanthemum. As for the farmers of the Hoa Cường Bắc precinct, nearly 50 residents are interested in investing and researching the development of Tết flowers, both in terms of quantity and quality. The flowers are growing on schedule this year. Prices are stable and the weather is relatively good. This year the farmers planted new types of lilies. Hopefully they will be a success. For the most part, this year's winter in Da Nang has been rather warm and sunny, leading to a number of difficulties in the initial cultivation process. However, thanks to their years of experience, farmers were able to counter those difficulties and are confident of a high yield of flowers in time for the holiday. With positive signs from the flower markets, it is shaping up to be a prosperous new year for the farmers. With a sumptuous supply of flowers expected, the people of Da Nang City are promised a beautiful and festive Tết 2016.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.